The Toilet Paper Diaries was created by Dave Crane and Ernesto Verdugo, two international keynote speakers who saw the world go into lockdown because of a coronavirus and realized that many people would be scared. Not just speakers or event organizers, but anybody who owned their own business and was wondering what they need to do next to make sure that they could look after their families and still earn money. For 50 days consecutively without missing a single show, Dave and Ernesto shared ideas and tips and tools and techniques. They had a lot of fun, had a lot of jokes, and brought in some of the biggest speakers from the industry to join in.
Hey Dave, hey Ernesto.
Hello Dave and Ernesto.
This is Michael Dieterich coming to you live from the Netherlands.
This is Ethna Trainer in Dubai.
Thanks for inviting me back. You can see my reflection.
Hi Dave. Hi Ernesto.
John Briggs here with another brief bulletin for you.
Hope you guys are staying well.
And congratulations on 50 amazing episodes.
Sharing great content from thought leaders, speakers and authors around the globe.
I appreciate the opportunity to be able to deliver this message today.
This is exactly the kind of content people really need.
And thank you both so much for the daily dose of positivity that you are sharing with the world.
Congratulations
for organizing this Celebration 50.
What a fabulous accomplishment.
What an incredible show. Thank you for adding value for all of us.
Well done.
Congratulations on 50 shows.
That's impressive.
Congratulations.
You guys are doing fantastic work.
And you do it in such a humorous way.
Make sure you keep doing what you're doing. It's very important. Congratulations to your 50th episode.
Kudos on the show. So proud of you. I've been a fan for a long time.
Congratulations on the success of your show. What a great idea.
Really nice to see you guys.
Last time I seen you guys, it was 5 years ago in speaking in Dubai.
I miss you guys. I remember all the great times we had working with businesses in the UAE and Bahrain.
Just keep blessing people and keep sharing your gift.
Stay safe and I'll see you around the quad.
Thank you all you've been doing. It's been great watching these reports from all over the world.
And thank you both for all that you're doing. This is amazing stuff. Giving back during this tough time.
You look fantastic.
And now, people are starting to come out of their homes. Now it's time to fast forward. Are you ready for the Toilet Paper Diaries Season 2?
Great to see you, Dave. If you are watching live, make sure to share this first episode of the Toilet Paper Diaries of Season 2. And if you are actually watching us in YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So, Season 2, Dave,
I know. I'm very excited, but before we get into how excited we are and the amazing show we have today, let me tell everybody that our website is up. The Toilet Paper Diaries website is now available. So if you go to toiletpaperdiaries.com, as it sounds, there we have it just underneath our names, you'll be able to binge watch every single episode of the first season. And that was 50 episodes, as I remember, because I remember doing all of them, or at least most of it. You also get our podcasts there. So if you're busy doing stuff and you want to hear us in the gym or hear us while you're doing something else, possibly before you go to sleep, it's all there. And also that's the way to get access to our hidden episodes of Fast Forward. I will explain to you, or we'll explain to you how Fast Forward works. So make sure you go to the toiletpaperdiaries.com. You'll see who we are, what we do, all this stuff, some of the incredible guests we saw there, and more. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this show and what's coming up in Season 2.
This series is called I Have a Dream 2.0. And it's going to absolutely blow your mind, because we thought that we were out of the woods after we finished in episode 50. And look at the craziness, Dave. Look at where we are now.
We can't leave you crazy kids alone for 1 minute. We come back and you've just changed the narrative and changed the game. The whole place has gone up in flames over there, not even over here. So it's a completely different world than we left about, what, 1 month ago? So there we go. Shall we tell them how it all works about season 2 so everyone gets their head around it?
Absolutely. I think that's very, very important.
Okay, well, first of all, here's the thing. We are not going to be going every single day like we did before for various reasons, like we had to have a life. Going every single day during lockdown was important to let everybody know that we care. But at this stage, people know that we care, but you also are not so scared about being in lockdown because it's, what, 82nd day?
We are 82 days, 82 days in lockdown. After lockdown started. It's just insane.
And I've looked in my little house. I've actually got Stockholm syndrome, where I've fallen in love with my captors, which is my wife, my kid, and my dogs. But I was pretty much in love with them anyway. So here's how season 2 is going to work. We're going to go 3 times a week. Toilet Paper Diaries is going to be twice a week. It's going to be a Monday, which is like today. And then you're going to have it on a Wednesday, which is in 2 days' time. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a special show called Fast Forward. Now, for those of you who remember what we talked about with Fast Forward last season, we mentioned that it was going to be a very specialist show. And it is really going to have something completely different. The Toilet Paper Diaries is as you love it. What you've expected about news, reporters, tips, strategies, what's going on, and how to fix it. And Fast Forward is more strategic. We're going to go deep diving into what the world's truly all about with strategies, some huge guests. Oh my goodness. But that's subscribe only. So the only way to get into that is to go to Toilet Paper Diaries and fill in all the details. Otherwise, when it comes to Thursday and you're salivating and wanting more, there'll be nothing unless you join us in Fast Forward in our secret location. So we've got a special guest on Thursday. And that's one of our dear friends, James Dentley, who should be called Sir James Dentley, to be honest, because he's earned it. He's a top motivational speaker. He's a top sales guru. He's a leader of men. And we're very lucky to have him as our friend. Now, James was meant to be on our 50th episode. And unfortunately, because we had so many superstars in it, we decided to save him for the best till last. And so here he is on the first episode of season 2, Mr. James Dentley.
Hello, my name is James Dentley. I'm an international speaker, author, business strategist, and sculptor. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to Ernesto Verdugo and David Crane. These two gentlemen are absolutely extraordinary, and I'm here to celebrate the 50th episode, and you do not want to miss it. It's going to be packed with a lot of the top thought leaders around the country to teach you how to achieve your dreams, to teach you how to create impact. And in these days where we're socially distant, we're going to bring everyone together in the spirit of achievement, the spirit of making a difference and making the world a better place. And I mean your world as well. So I look forward to being a part of this show. I'm going to teach the psychology of communication and how to build an impactful 7-figure passive income stream. Now back to the studio. I look forward to seeing you there.
We get to call him Uncle James.
That is correct. And absolutely, I think it's going to be awesome to have him on the first episode this Thursday of Fast Forward. He has been the mentor of Les Brown and the mentor of many people. He's a widely successful person, and I am incredibly excited for you to enjoy Mr. or Sir James Dentley, as Dave was calling him, and that's going to happen on Thursday. Here are some instructions on how you will be able to watch Fast Forward. So, the first thing that I would like you to do is please write down this URL, toiletpaperdiaries.com. As soon as the show is over, I would like you to go to toiletpaperdiaries.com, and in this page, which is our portal, you're going to find a lot of very cool information. But you're also going to notice that on the right side of the page, there is a place for you to fill up your email and your name, and then press the button Get Instant Access. The moment that you get instant access, you are going to get not only access to all the Fast Forward episodes that you will not be able to see otherwise, plus also some really cool gifts that Dave and I have put together for you. Now, also on this page, you're gonna see that we have all the episodes from season 1, so if you would like to binge watch them, and also you can subscribe to our podcast in any of these platforms. So as soon as you have registered for your instant access to the Fast Forward community, you are going to get into this page. And in this members area, you're going to have to do two things. First thing is you're going to click on this button, this red button here, and that is going to take you to the Fast Forward Facebook group, where you will be able to watch the Fast Forward show. Remember, you will not be able to watch the Fast Forward show unless you actually do these steps that we are telling you. Second is you can access your gifts. Dave and I have put together some really cool gifts for you that are going to help you start in this crazy virtual world in which we are just entering. Now that you know how the Toilet Paper Diaries is going to be working 2 times the Toilet Paper Diaries, 1 time Fast Forward, I think it's good that we basically have a recap and we basically get to see what has happened since January, so that we can now move forward.
We slept in one world, woke up in another. Suddenly we realized that Paris is no longer romantic, Disney has no more magic, and in New York everyone sleeps. Hugs and kisses became weapons, and not visiting parents and grandparents became an act of love. Suddenly we realized that money is not that powerful, and power is not that valuable. Why is everything so uncertain in this world? I don't know, no one will ever know. But I do know one thing, that we don't need to focus on the uncertainties and enjoy our life when we have one. This situation has taught us that everything our lives used to revolve around is so temporary. Work, gyms, malls, movies has all gone for a toss as we are finally learning to live without them. It has taught us that it's our own home and family that keeps us safe. We finally learned the fact that it's not how we spend our time, but who we spend it with. But I wonder, are we still walking by the things we cherish the most? We used to be so consumed in our everyday life that we were never really grateful for what we had. But now that we have received the harshest of reminders, we don't need to keep running anymore. We can finally look within ourselves and connect with our soul. It's like the universe is giving us an opportunity to heal. Now, I don't know when this will end. No one does. But I do know one thing, that it will end one day. And that day, we'll all look back at what we have gone through, learned, and survived. We saw humanity at its best, and how it brought us all together like never before. I know it can be extremely hard for anyone to be positive or optimistic right now. But we still have a choice, right? We can either spread fear, or be the light in the darkness that everyone wants to see. If you still cannot find something to hold on to, take a mirror, stand a little longer, stare a little harder. You'll find something deep inside of you that still has hope, faith, and human spirit in these times of disruption, tragedy, and chaos.
So there we are. I mean,
wow.
That basically took us from January, and that actually just doesn't mention anything about the Australian wildfires, and about the beginning of January, we were just about to go into a nuclear war. And now we have, we went 50 days broadcasting every day, trying to support everybody on the pandemic. And now suddenly we are here 30 days afterwards, thinking that we were going to be out of the woods. And now, look at this.
The crazy thing is, when we're talking about the pandemic, which was the rule of our lives, it's not even a conversation in most people's news bulletins. And here's the thing. If you've been a fan of the show and been following us and friends for such a long time, and you probably remember one of the episodes we talked about, we showed a video about Julie. Now, Julie was a lady who met herself from the future. I know that sounds weird, but imagine a future version of you comes back to talk to you about what happens in the future, and you don't believe any of it. Well, the best way to explain just how bonkers the world has been was imagine if Julie's future self came back to talk to the future original self. Does that make sense to you? No, it doesn't. Don't worry.
That is even more confusing than Back to the Future, but it's crazy.
Watch this. It'll make sense after that.
Oh, hey, who are you? I'm Julie from June.
Oh, crazy. I just got finished explaining how nuts everything is going to be to the Julie in January. That's nice. So crazy for her, eh? Gosh, that was fun. The look on her face. Wasn't that so fun when I went back in time? Oh, she's headed for a wild ride. Why does your face look like that? Why do you look like that? So do you want the good news or the bad news? No. What? Come on. I don't know. What do you think? Well, I'm just trying to think of where you're at. April. You're quarantined. Yeah. I'm in isolation, which hasn't been that bad. Have you hit the bread making phase? Yeah. I'd say so. I have my own sourdough starter. Ugh, you and everyone else. Okay. It's pretty crazy about the whole coronavirus, eh? It's what? The pandemic. Oh, yeah. Is that not top of mind? Have you hit the murder hornets yet? Huh. Murder hornets? That's not a real thing. Murder hornets? Murder hornets! Wow, really? Oh, okay, sit down. Wow, we're fucking doing murder hornets. Nope, not me. Sit down. Are people injecting Lysol? Look, let's just do some good news. You know, I could really use some good news. Oh, she wants good news. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do the good news here. Verdict's in on the masks. Turns out, wear them. Well, that's great because, you know, there's been some mixed messaging. 2 astronauts went to the space station. That's exciting. Yeah, lucky fucks. Okay. Oh, Betty White was trending. No. Turns out she's perfectly fine. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's it. That's it? What? But people must be coming together and staying united? People have been protesting the quarantine with assault rifles. What? Yeah, I think it's this like 5G thing. I really don't understand that. That's ridiculous. Shouldn't the police be involved with that? You know, don't they have a responsibility to protect and serve the health and well-being of every single citizen? Why are you doing that with your hand? Oh, I wouldn't. How bad does it get? Shit hits the fan. But if I'm being honest, it's always been bad. It just hits a boiling point. You can't tell me what happens? No. But a lot happens. A lot. So what do I do? Well, it gets pretty grim and infuriating and feels overwhelming. If I'm here to give you advice, it would be to say we, us, are a person of privilege, and it's part of our job to use our voice. That's a responsibility we have. You don't have to wait for a crisis to step up. We can't change the past, but we can certainly help make the future better. Okay. Oh, it's just a Twitter headline. Monkey steals COVID blood samples in a Planet of the Apes style heist and cannibal rats in New York. Oh, nothing surprises me anymore. What the
I love that. It just tells it like it is. We haven't even got into what this show is about yet. We're still doing a catch up on where we left it. And the world has got a new narrative. And it's not just America's got a new narrative or Britain's got a new narrative. The world has got a new narrative. And that's what we're going to be looking at in the next section on today's show.